If you are tired of seeing criminals get away with murder, tired of hearing excuses for the wicked, then it's time to take action. Hit that subscription button now and stay in the loop with the Jamaica Young Police channel. We are not here to sugarcoat. We are here to expose the truth, bring justice, and make sure the real heroes get the recognition they deserve. Don't wait for the change. Be the change. Subscribe, like, and let's make some noise and hold those criminals accountable. Justice in action. Speak up. Crime must fall. And remember that we have go inside the description box and you'll see various links to various things for the Jamaica Young Police channel. JamaicaYoungPoliceChannel.com, where you see articles and stuff like that. Those who like to read, and and we continue to give you guys exceptional material over here. So, moving on. Yes, welcome to the Jamaica Young Police channel. To our loyal viewers, subscribers, and Patreon members. At the channel, we are a group of law-abiding citizens who believe in the rule of law and respect the rights of every citizen, but not the ones who do not subscribe to such behavior. We do believe in and support preemptive strikes because they save lives. This is a logical conclusion because preemptive strikes save lives and prevent the further loss of lives. We are all about saving lives at this channel. We at the channel aid criminals with a passion and do not want them over here. We do not want your views, your subscriptions, your likes, or your comments. Please go elsewhere where the red carpet is waiting for you. Over here, we want you to go to prison or the departure lounge at Madden. Moving on to today's video. Today I'm gonna tell watch a video of Lisa Hanna. She's gonna tell us some things. Yes. So right now you're looking at some women. These are some of the women from within the PMP LGBTQ plus criminal organization. These women, they hated Lisa Hanna with a passion. First up, number one, double ugly, Michael Jackson, and then the other one, she's a journalist. The black one, we have one, like Flavor Flav glasses, and then Patricia Duncan Sutherland, and then Donna Scott Motley. Yeah. So we're sharing some personal information on what they have been doing behind the scenes against her. So Lisa Hanna, so she had made a video, telling you how they have, treat her within the PMP LGBTQ plus criminal organization over the years. And so now that she's leaving and venturing out on a different path in her life, she's telling you the things that the new things that she have done in the past and things that she's about to do in her new life. So let's address the elephant in the room. Why do so many women in the PMP LGBTQ plus criminal organization hate Lisa Hanna? No, it's not because she won Miss World in 1993. And it's not even because she walks into Parliament with poise, elegance, and a mastery of communication that none of them can replicate. It's because Lisa Hanna for decades has been everything they are not: composed, culture, articulate, and devastatingly intelligent. They claim it's about policy differences or ideological clashes. Please, that's like saying the Titanic sank because of navigation challenges. The truth is far from the moment Lisa Hanna stepped into the political ring, gliding in from the world of beauty, brains, and broadcast. She disrupted their fragile egos. Them hated her, especially Donna Scott Motley. She hate Lisa Hanna. So that's why you see her all the time with Mark Gummerbeer Golding. And they do everything to sideline her. The PMP LGBTQ plus criminal organization. So they didn't want any unity. This big belly white man, they didn't want any unity. How dare she to challenge him? And because Lisa Hanna did say Mark Gummerbeer Golding smell like rancid cheese. Bridget, if you not be here, just so like one of them things that you smell. Why? You want to tell say boy you smell like Versace or Dolce & Gabbana and so it go. So let's start with the queen of passive aggression herself, Donna Scott Motley. Poor Donna. Before Lisa arrived, she probably fancy herself as the girl of the party. Then Lisa shows up with her on credentials, media background and actual charisma, beauty and everything, surpass her in her beauty by 1,000,000%. And suddenly, Donna old school bitterness began fermenting like a bad wine in the Jamaican sun. She couldn't get nothing in her PMP LGBTQ plus criminal organization. Peter Phillips never respect her in her UCR. PJ Patterson in her UCR either. And Portia Simpson Miller. So boy, the big belly white man come and then she find her way in. Cause so it going to PMP LGBTQ plus criminal organization. And everything is all about who know who and all of these things. And because you're a comrade and all of this, you have to be part of a comrade them gang. So then suddenly, yeah man, the bitterness man fermenting like bad wine in the Jamaican sun. It's not like Lisa took her shine. It's that Lisa proved she never had any to begin with. Then there's Patricia Duncan Sutherland, one of the daughter, one of Jamaica's most mass murderer. One man issue a whole heap of gun to young men that are DK Duncan, a woman who carries her name like it's supposed to mean something. Patricia is the kind of comrade who speaks like she's reading from the 1970s PMP LGBTQ plus manifesto, full of fluff, no substance. And while Lisa Hanna is hosting international conferences, Patricia is busy grandstanding with pseudo-intellectual sound bites and hoping someone claps. Spoiler alert, no one claps, not even the crickets. And yes, Michael Jackson, the woman whose face always looked like she just walk in and Lisa Hanna getting another standing ovation, the big broad face of Jamaicans for Justice, a group that seemingly fight harder for killers, gunmen, than they do for decent citizens. Michael probably hate Lisa Hanna not because of her grace and eloquence, but because Lisa Hanna refuses to join the criminal rights circus she leads. And let's be honest, if Lisa ever debated her in public, it would be a mercy killing, verbal, of course. I know we come to the mystery journalist, the woman in St. James. You know, the one with the 8-pound of falls here, looking like a lost cast member from Ringling Brothers circus tent. Her whole campaign looked like a carnival gone wrong. She didn't need a manifesto, she needed a stylist and a reality check. This woman hated Lisa Hanna because Lisa was flawless. But because every time she looked at her own reflection, she saw the very embodiment of mediocrity, while Lisa Hanna was the embodiment of excellence. But here's the kicker. Lisa Hanna isn't even trying to compete with them. She is in a league of her own. She doesn't scream for attention, she commands it. She doesn't have to plaster on layers of foundation and fake virtue. She stands on merit, clarity and intelligence. And that's why they despise her. The PMP LGBTQ plus criminal organization tried to box her in, mold her and use her as a token to soften their image. But Lisa Hanna outgrew them, and they ate that. She's not the one of the giddy-headed comrade who praise criminals and attack the police. She's a woman who knows her worth and refuses to lower herself to fit into their crumbling ideological pigeonholes. So, let's call it what it is. They don't hate Lisa Hanna because she's beautiful. They hate her because her beauty comes with brilliance. They hate her because every time she speaks, she reminds them of what they will never be. Influential, respected, naturally magnetic. And that, my friend, is a real war inside the PMP LGBTQ plus criminal organization. Not between left and right, but between envy and excellence. So, we're gonna let you watch Lisa Anna now. So Lisa Anna explain to you, why them berate her and call her all kind of names. And so you watch, yeah man, you hear something as she say it, you understand. So you watch, you will listen and you will decide. Lisa Anna in her own words, yeah man. I tell you, some boy, them call her all kind of thing, Jezebel and this and that. Yeah, so you watch.
Been that way since I was a Jezebel, fallen angel of Lucifer, beauty queen without sense. I could go on and on. Hard to work with, aggressive. These are some of the labels that were attached for as far as I can remember in the public space. But here's what you don't know about me. I'm actually a writer and a researcher. I've been that way since I was a little girl because it relaxes me. If I'm under stress, I write, I think, I research. I was never a part of groupthink. I was always thinking ahead. If you had a position, it's not that I had a counter position, but because I was thinking about a larger duty and responsibility. If something wasn't working, I was going to try a way or find a way to fix it. It's just a part of my resilience. And so even though I would go around the table as I got older and hear everybody's position, ultimately I would take the decision. I would take it not only on what I knew was coming, but I would take it because I thought the generations coming behind were coming so quickly that we didn't only have to make decisions for the now. We had to make decisions towards the future. And so that is how I've spent my life. As a matter of fact, even when I won Miss World, I remember if I came to Jamaica, I was living in London at the time, and if I had even a 2-week layover in Jamaica, I asked the late Professor Agri Brown if I could sit in his class. And I remember people going, "Is where she going?" And he said, "Yeah, you can, but you have to do the assignments," which I did. Look, I was given such a beautiful opportunity to be a part of Parliament, to be in sectorals, to write about how I thought, to write about future things. And so if you look back, even in my parliamentary speeches, a lot of what you see me speaking about, even to you here, I've done for the past 18 years in Parliament. This isn't an overnight thing. I believe in Jamaica. I want people's per capita income to grow. In other words, Jamaica's economy has to grow in such a way that people's earning potential increases. We have not grown our per capita income basically in decades to a point where we've moved the working class to the middle. So those things I believe in, and to create new industries, to take the risk. So I've been writing on those things, and even though I was a guest columnist for The Observer for quite a few years, I decided to become consistent in that. And I'm grateful to the Jamaica Observer for giving me that opportunity to become a regular Sunday columnist for the past 4 years. So in March of 2021, basically coming out of COVID, I remember my first article I wrote on vaccine diplomacy and how India stepped up to help us and the Caribbean with vaccines. And it was a poignant moment for me because not only did I have to commit to the discipline of writing with, depending on what I was doing, but it was also cathartic. It was regenerating, rejuvenating, even in the politics and the vicissitudes and the harshness of that. It's now March 2025. So 4 years later, as I transition out of politics, I want to thank the Jamaica Observer for giving me this opportunity. I will not be writing every week anymore because of my own travel and new work schedule with other things that I have in the pipeline. But I will be writing monthly come at the end of April. And the reason why I write is this. I want you to recognize that there's a different way to connect the dots. There's a different way that we can position this country. We can become global titans where we're competing with the rest of the world in trade. We can grow our per capita income for our people. We can actually have people interested in our country, that there's this electricity and passion and buy-in about what is possible. But to do that, we need the generations coming, not my generation, but the generation behind me and my son's generation and Generation Alpha. The generations who were the boomers, they've lived their lives. But somehow, too many politicians are still remembering that time 50 years ago when things transitioned. I want you to take the risk. You can go back, and the reason why I used my platform to do this and to write and to post was so that you can go back, was so that you can go on my website, my link tree, you can scroll the pages, you can see the art of the possible. Even for your own lives. There are lessons in there, there are value propositions in there across value-added agriculture, culture as a business, creating new brands coming out of Jamaica. We are a population of 3 million people. That's small, but soft power is hard strategy. Many of you can take that risk, and I want you to take the risk. Risk is important. Because if you're just running with a group and just thinking the same way all the time, you have to break out of that box. So if nothing else, I just want to say to you, you have inspired me, and I want to inspire you with this. Think always outside of the box. Do your research. Know that the top 10 in-demand jobs that exist today did not exist 10 years ago. Know that if you're studying a 3-year technical degree, by the time you get to your 3rd year, what you would have studied in your 1st year may be actually obsolete. Think in ways that are more skill-oriented. That's what we need, because even with the first industrial revolution, that basically brought with it automation, so it took low-skill jobs away, or what is considered low-skill jobs. The difference with AI is that it's taking high-skill jobs away. Financial analysts, lawyers in a way. You can do your own research. It's now doing medical diagnostics. It's moving so fast. You know what it can't do? And this is not any disrespect to anybody. It doesn't have customer service. It doesn't have face-to-face responses. Can't fix your car. It might be able to tell you how to do it. But people will always need skills. So start doing your research. And I would say to those of us, well, those who are leaders, listen, Jamaicans just want a couple of things. They want to know they can get to the hospital and be cared for. They want to know that at some point they can take care of their family and not have to hustle every single day to just buy food, pay their light bill. They want to be able to own a home. They also want a safe society. And they want to be able to have, and this is something I want our Jamaican passport to be respected around the world, so that I don't have to see our people wanting to leave this country, but they want to build it. And that at some point we will have such a GDP per capita and such a large, thriving economy and be so respected that our passport will be respected. So, look out for my articles monthly at the end of April. Take the risk. Know that you have it within you to take risk. And know that you've inspired me. And I will always be here if you need to talk. Jezebel falling.
Now that you have listened to Lisa Anna, as we say now, we just tell people the truth, you know. Listening to Lisa Anna speaks is like admiring a $3 bill. Yeah, man. Shiny on the surface, but completely worthless underneath. She talks a good game, polished, eloquent, camera ready, always saying the right things at the right time for global consumption. But let's cut through the fancy accent and diplomatic tone for a moment and deal with reality. Lisa said she wants Jamaicans to live in a secure country. Great. Yes, great. But then, where was she on April 29, 2025, when our brave police officers were under attack from criminals and vilified by so-called human rights groups like Jamaicans for Justice and the PMP LGBTQ plus criminal organization, in which she's still a part of them? Where was Lisa Hanna's voice of support for the very people on the front lines trying to secure this country she claims to love? Missing, silent, absent without leave. If she truly wants Jamaica to be a secure nation, then who does she think she's going to secure it with? Who? What, the Klansman gang? The junglists? The spoilers? Who's the thing? The spanglers? The same gunmen or party nurtured, normalize and now pretends don't exist and put them on a pedestal. You cannot want safety for your people while standing behind a party that openly hates police officers, demonize law enforcement officers, and has a long, bloody track record of siding with killers, dons, and thugs over the law-abiding citizen. And now that Lisa Hanna is being elevated to represent Jamaica on a global stage, yeah man, through the JLP government, wearing the nation sash across her shoulder, it's time for her to step up and speak up and stop cowardly political tap dance. If you, Lisa Hanna, truly wants to be remembered as a state woman and not a pretty face with a passport, then you owe the Jamaican people the truth. Tell us what the PMP LGBTQ plus criminal organization did to you. Tell us how they use vote buying, tribal loyalty and internal sabotage to block your presidency. Because we remember when you tried to rise and they clip your wings from within. Tell us about the smear campaigns, the backroom betrayals, and the whispering campaigns from women like Donna Scott Motley and Patricia Duncan Sutherland. This is your moment, Lisa. Don't fade away quietly like a decor piece in a foreign embassy, but to leave with thunder. Don't let your exit be a limp, handshake and press release. Expose them, name names. Burn the whole house down with your truth so a new foundation can be built for a better Jamaica. Say to the Jamaican people, I know this party is corrupt, they betray me. I will no longer stay silent while they continue to hurt the same people they claim to serve. Do that, Lisa Hanna. You can do that once and for all. Show the people them say you have guts, you have fortitude, and you are patriot. You're not a PMP LGBTQ plus criminal organization. You're not take no oath to them and stay silent while them continue to hurt the same people them claim to serve. You already know the game they play. You have seen how the PMP LGBTQ plus criminal organization weaponize poverty, use vote buying as gospel, and makes deals with devils to keep power at all costs. Don't leave Jamaica behind while allowing the rat to fester. This is your legacy defining moment. Don't go out with a whimper, Lisa. Go out like a lioness. Let your departure be a political earthquake, not just a PR send-off. Let the nation remember that Lisa Hanna walked away not because she was defeated, but because she refused to be a part of the hypocrisy any longer. Because if you don't speak now, then all your talk about wanting security, justice and a better Jamaica will sound just like a $3 bill. Beautifully printed, but absolutely worthless. Lisa Hanna, this is your chance to speak up for Jamaica and let them know that the PMP LGBTQ plus criminal organization weaponize poverty, use vote buying as gospel, make deals with the devils to keep power at all costs, and how them love murderers, gunmen, and market it to them, young youths, men, boys from my community where I'm from, as something fashionable and something good, but don't tell them the bad part, that you're going to end up in a prison or the departure lounge. Tell the Jamaican youth, the Jamaican people. And if you don't, you're just a fake $3 bill. Beautiful printed, but absolutely worthless. This is your time to shine. Shine like a diamond in the sky, Lisa Anna. Shine for once. Stand up for Jamaica. Stand up for this. And show them, say, you're totally different. Leave with that earthquake that shook the political landscape in Jamaica. That history will remember you. Not only as a lioness, but also as a heroine. Have yourself a beautiful day. Jamaica Young Police Channel out.